invest in our country. And that responsibility, once demonstrated, brings more investments.
But isn't this very lopsided? The whole priorities are lopsided. You know, there are 320 million people in India, I'm going to quote some figures, which can't afford 3 square meals a day. There are close to 5,000 children who die of malnutrition daily. And here we are talking about investment, and why not look after our own people?
Let's elaborate these statistics a little more.
Yes.
In 1947, the average age of an Indian was about 32, 37 years when we got independence. Today, the average age is 65 years. 320 million people are below the poverty line. Probably that number has remained same for the last 50 years, though our population has gone up 4 times. So, statistics should also be seen in comparison to where we were. Till 1991, till the time we didn't have any liberalization and we were under a complete socialistic view, the country was growing at 3%. At that time, 90% of our population was below the poverty line.
But everybody is not a part of that growth. We just had a committee which went into the state of the minorities. I think the Sachar committee went into the state of the Muslim community.
That's right.
So I don't think they are a part of this growth rate that we are talking about.
Absolutely not.
Many communities.
So, Shami Khan, what is your take on this? You know, should this money be spent for the minorities, the underprivileged sections?
Definitely, it should have been. It should have been spent for these weaker sections of society.
Diksha, your take?
This investment that will come in due to these games is only going to help us, help the poor in a better way. It's bringing in an investment. Now this money we can use to help the poor, and this money will be twice more than the amount we could have spent earlier. Right? So in a way it is a boon, because we have moved forward than the point we were standing at.
So it is a boon. Shami Khan, now even the Interpol has lauded India's efforts in security, for example.
Right.
On the security front.
Right.
They said, you know, they did not expect the games to be as smooth as they were. So I think that kind of catapults us to a different category altogether, doesn't it?
I don't think so, because the reality remains the same.
Well, where hold such a big event without...
I would like to,
yes,
I'd like to interject into it. Now you to see that the performance of our athletes or the sports person, primarily most of their own skill at personal levels more than the teamwork, you see, basically. Where there had been teamwork, where the state is needed to fund those teams or those sports, there we have failed. But individuals, because of their personal skills, they have performed more than the teamwork itself. Yes. Now again what we are saying basically that security was lauded, this was lauded. Do you know all the technology, whether it was the opening ceremony or it was the closing ceremony, it was all foreign. We have paid millions of dollars or rupees to get it in. Did the Indians do it? No. We have send the money abroad to perform this so that we can...
Let me bring in Mr. Sehgal here. Did the Indians do it? He says no.
No, absolutely not.
Sir, as a percentage of what you are looking at, always technology has been imported. Every country imports technology. United States imports huge quantum of technology from us. We are one of the largest exporters of IT technology to US. If that argument will not hold, we are in a global environment where we have to borrow and give technology as the conditions would be in a specific sector. Saying that we gave it to away, even the company which was conducting these as an event manager was an Indian company. The other point that we are trying to make, there are individual games, there are team games. India is number 1 in cricket now, it's a team game. In hockey we have won the silver for the first time in the entire history of Commonwealth Games. In Commonwealth Games we have never won a silver medal.
I think hockey got introduced only in 1998.
That's right. There are 4 or 5 Commonwealth Games after that. Yes. We never got a silver. We have worked somewhere. We should, in the new paradigm, as now 65% of our Indian population is young, we must believe in ourselves. We must be confident about ourselves. Unless we are confident of ourselves, no other nation will have faith in us.
The only thing is, Mr. Sehgal, some of this money, for example, could have been given to, the money given to the central schemes could have been increased. Now, as of now, the Indira Awas Yojana gets only 10,000 crore. Yeah. The Rajiv Gandhi Awas Yojana gets only 1,270 crores. Integrated Child Development Services gets only 8,700 crores. And here we are spending 40 to 50,000 crores or maybe 75,000 crores, as Mr. Dhawan says, on the Commonwealth Games.
So this money has not been given away. You know, that's what I made a point. It's not a giveaway. It has gone into the infrastructure.
Some of it has been blown up.
No,
The balloon
Mr.
which went
Sehgal,
up, I think, never
Mr.
never
Sehgal,
used to be
maybe
of any use
3,000
now.
crores.
Mr. Sehgal, listen, the public audit is going to be there.
Yeah.
If they fairly it is done, it will be now so that the quality of the infrastructure, the material which have gone in, they were not in that good condition. Now things are coming up. You see, the post-mortem of the Commonwealth Games is definitely
That's
going
what
to be.
Shami also hinted.
Yeah,
Yes.
certainly it is there. Even at the late Rajiv Gandhi had once said in Mumbai that for a rupee spent in India, only 10% goes to the really goes. Now 75,000 or 70,000 or 40,000 crore on Commonwealth Games. 10% think that what is the development? Where the money has gone? It is only in few people.
I think the audit is going to start after this. Now, Diksha, interesting point that Mr. Dhawan has raised, but at the same time, a lot of people feel that the Commonwealth Games helped us focus on certain other games. All this while, cricket was the center of all focus.
India.
And now games like badminton, tennis,
Yeah.
archery, you know,
Exactly.
now a lot of
Wrestling.
focus, wrestling, gymnastics. We won
Gymnastics.
2 medals in gymnastics this time.
38
Again,
crores.
there is personal skills.
Yes, but an overall effort must have gone into it. But what I was,
It was-
Mr. Dhawan, the point I am trying to drive at is that because of the Commonwealth Games, the focus has for once shifted away from cricket to other games.
But that is not what the amount of money we have spent. By shifting focus only, you spend that much of money. Now, we are proud of Abhinav Bindra, you see.
Now people are proud of Saina Nehwal
Yeah,
and
we are
many
proud.
others.
Exactly.
Because they are individuals, they have skills, in which you see we as a sports policy from the government side has contributed very little. This is what I am to say. Instead of, you see, spending on Commonwealth Game, we have created the infrastructure for sports, you see. We should say that, okay, for the next 4 years, we will not have any international game in India. Let us concentrate on that. Let us spend the money on the sports infrastructure in the country. I feel after 10 years, India will come number 1.
You're saying that let us spend money on sports infrastructure
Yeah.
rather than hosting such games.
Yeah.
Shami
That
Khan,
is more
would you like to
important.
comment
Yes,
on that?
yes, definitely I agree with Mr. Dhawan. We should spend the money on the infrastructure in the country itself for the development
And that too
promotion
spread
of
out throughout the
sports.
country. That too
Yes.
infrastructure spread out throughout all the states.
But should now, at this point of time, India bid for the 2020 Olympic Games?
No,
Should not.
I don't.
It
think.
should not.
We are not prepared. Not. We
We are
should
not?
prepare
Yes,
for
yes,
that.
yes.
Next one.
The one after that?
Yeah, not that.
Mr. Sehgal,
Sir,
what would you say? Should India pitch for 2020 Games, Olympic Games?
Definitely. Definitely they should. 10 years is a long time for the economy to demonstrate that India is a strong country. Some infrastructure has been built. I agree with Mr. Dhawan that all the games should not continue to happen in Delhi. 1982 Asiad happened in Delhi. Non-aligned summit happened in Delhi. Asiad 71 happened in Delhi. Now we host Commonwealth Games in Delhi. That privilege is very fair to make a comment that it should go to some other city or a clutch of cities so that infrastructure comes up everywhere else. But India
So
should
maybe
definitely...
a place like Chandigarh should pitch for it, or
If-
maybe
if-
even deeper
if-
into the more into areas which are actually backward, maybe the interiors of Bihar and Orissa.
Well, where the sporting culture is already there, Haryana has demonstrated. Indian Express.
That's an interesting point.
Indian Express has said that if Haryana was a country, they would have been ranked 5th in the Commonwealth Games tally. So if Haryana has done so well, Punjab is second in that, and Himachal has done pretty well. Vijay Kumar has won
right.
gold. So if these 3 states can be the beneficiaries, probably Chandigarh if it's a central point, or maybe all these 4 states get together and bring the games here if Government of India is ready to fund it. Or maybe it goes to Maharashtra.
Now that's an interesting point, Diksha, that just because the games were held and states like Haryana could actually showcase their talent, so that only reinforces the point that I think the games were actually a boon, no?
Exactly, it does, because even though we say that individuals were successful, let's not forget that there were trainers. The trainers were appointed by the government. We spent a lot of money on sports training facilities, if I'm not wrong. I think you mentioned it in the beginning. Now this money, on the other hand, it's like when India is forced to work, India reacts very well to pressure. Initially, the Commonwealth Games were criticized, and they were criticized badly. Lots of allegations came up, lots of things were said. On an international scale, lots of shame came to the country. but the way we have pulled it off is really great.
But a lot of things were not even inquired into. For example, there are allegations of human rights violations of workers, for example.
Exactly.
Now, this is something which I don't think even the media looked
They
at.
haven't raised it up yet, but now they will start. I think now there will be a post-mortem as has been coined by everyone out here, and then we will look at all of this.
Now, Mr. Sehgal, there is a feeling that though Diksha is very enamored by the opening and the closing, a lot of people feel that the infrastructure is fine, holding of the sporting event is fine, but maybe the closing and the opening could have been on a more moderate scale. Your take on this?
My take is very simple. When we went to Australia to get the games, and Mrs. Sheila Dikshit went there, we took a trope and we made a statement there. That was an invitation. It's basically how you invite people. And this is a statement to the people to come to India. We showcased our culture on a scale where a Western person will understand that this
So
country,
all this is necessary, that's what you mean.
it's very necessary.
But then since this is public money, Mr. Dhawan, should a kind of a referendum be taken from the public before we decide to spend money on this scale in something like the Commonwealth Games?
Question is that as Mr. Sehgal have said that it is all the major extravaganzas you see in sports had been in Delhi. Why Delhi alone?
It should be spread all over.
It should be spread because the benefit of the of a show or whatever it is, it should go to the people throughout the.
So the games per se are not bad, but I think the benefit should go all across the country.
Number two is that the amount which we are spending, whether it is worth simply अपना पंजाबी कहना ना झूठी शान ले सी पंजाबी खर्च करने विचों सी खोखले होने हैं ਆਪਾਂ वही कर रहे हैं ਨੈਸ਼ਨਲ ਲੈਵਲ ਵਿੱਚ ਕਰ ਵੀ ਪੰਜਾਬੀ ਦਾ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਕਲਚਰ ਹੈ ਨਾ ਜੀ ਉਹ ਮੁੜ ਕੇ ਉੱਥੇ ਦਿਖਾਈ ਦਿੰਦਾ ਸਾਡੇ ਪੱਲੇ ਕੁਝ ਨਾ ਹੋਵੇ ਲੇਕਿਨ ਅਸੀਂ ਉਹ ਸ਼ਾਨ ਛੋਕੋ ਮੁੱਛਣ ਨੂੰ ਤਾਜ ਜ਼ਰੂਰ ਦੇਣਾ ਉਹ ਆਪਣੀ ਸ਼ਾਨ ਛੋਕੋ ਜ਼ਰੂਰ ਬਨਾਵਟੀ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਦਿਖਾਵਾ ਹੈ ਨਾ ਜੀ ਉਹ ਨਹੀਂ ਹੋਣਾ ਚਾਹੀਦਾ.
Well, I think that's a very apt summing up. Thank you very much, gentlemen, for joining us in this debate. After initial hiccups, Commonwealth Games have been touted as a huge success. Indian medals tally has been more than ever before, but many uncomfortable questions remain. The moot point now is, after this, should India pitch for the 2020 Summer Olympics, or should the projected budgetary allocation go into the upliftment of the poor, especially in the rural areas? With that, we end this edition of Day and Night Prime. We meet again tomorrow with another issue. Till then, good luck and goodbye.